If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. The governor of Popeye's Chicken and the Patriot League moves on to 3 p.m. Eastern action. Army Black Knights 5-2, 1-1 the Patriot at Holy Cross Crusaders 1-1. They've only played 2 games. Another team that didn't have a non-conference schedule. We are at the Hart Center in Massachusetts. Army coming off 2 very interesting games at Colgate last Saturday and Sunday. In the first, they got blown out of the gym, 101-57. They allowed Colgate to shoot 65.1% from the field and 48% from 3. Well, that is unacceptable. And these young Army players were told that in not so nice terms. They come back in the second game of the 2 games at Colgate, and they win 75-73. They hold Colgate to just 29.6% from 3. That's Army basketball. They hit 46.2% from the field, but something that would drive Max crazy, just 57.4% from the foul line. Ooh-wee. They have just one player in double figures, Lonnie Grayson. He averages 12.7 points, 5 boards, 2.1 assists. They get 18.1 assists per game. They share the ball in true Army fashion. 7 players are averaging over 2 assists per game. Holy Cross did not play a non-conference schedule and just started their season with a home-and-home against a Boston University team. And in the first game, Boston University played in masks. They lost. Holy Cross, 83-76 is 10-point underdogs. Then they came back and both wore masks the following day. And Holy Cross as 14.5-point dogs won 68-65 in masks. They only turned the ball over 6 times. Senior guard Austin Butler and junior forward Jarrell Gates were monsters. Butler goes for 42 points and 15 boards in the 2 games. Gates goes for 38 points and 15 boards to open up the season. Max, Army, Holy Cross, the governor of the Patriot League speaks.
Listen, Jim, the governor says we take the over. You know why? Because we've seen a reinvigorated Austin Butler for this Holy Cross team. He has definitely taken this leadership role to heart, and he's leading with actions on the floor, much to my bankroll's absolute horror. He cost me about 4 units in the 2 games against Boston University, and the only saving grace was that this was a team that was able to score in 3 out of 4 halves. When I look at Holy Cross, this is definitely a team in transition. With Jarrell Gates coming over from New Orleans, we've seen the 6'6", multiple human being just be very dominant. So we're going to see if he's going to be able to be dominant against this Army front court. I do have suspicions that he is going to. I think when you talk about this front court for Army, Alex King is really the only credible player that you can throw out there. Nick Finicky, he plays about 20 minutes a game, so you're going to get some rebounds, a couple buckets out of him. I think that when you look at this Army team, they don't look good on paper, but they're scrappy, and they play with the discipline of an armed force member. Excuse me. So couldn't think about how I wanted to say it, so it didn't sound well as it came out. The one area of concern that I have with Army, and Jim, you obviously let the cat out of the bag, free throw shooting. On the other side, though, it's a similar issue with Holy Cross. However, I do think that with the front court scoring that you're going to get from Holy Cross, the penetration that you're going to get from Army's guards, and the tempo, I don't see how this game stays under 140. I think that when you look at Army, there are things that they do well. They do a good job on the 3-point line. I just think that against Holy Cross, they're going to get tempted into the tempo. There's going to be lots of layups, hopefully lots of sharing the basketball, lots of turnovers, fast break opportunities, and hopefully just a non-ass clenching over. because my ass is clenched a lot of hours of the day. You're going to need heavy duty equipment at some point to unclench it. And that costs too much money. And I just don't want to pay that. So I'll take the over, Jim. And I'll leave the side alone.
The over is at 140.5 at Circa. This game is not on the board yet at FanDuel. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We have hopefully non-ass clenching over from Maxwell Smart. Over 140.5 at minus 110 available at Circa.